Is it possible to make such an impact that the whole world can know you by a speech that you made? 7 years ago, our Father brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived by liberty, dedication, and proposition that all men are created equal. Today I will be giving you information about Abraham Lincoln. There are three main ideas about Lincoln I will discuss. I will start by discussing his background, then I will discuss his role as a lawyer. Finally, I will finish by informing you about his impact as president. Let me begin by telling you about Lincoln's background. Abraham Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809, in a log cabin in Hardin County, Kentucky. In 1817, due to the land dispute, the Lincolns were forced to move from Kentucky to Perry County, Indiana. Their family squatted on public land to scrap out a living in a crude shelter, hunting game, and farming a small pot until his father was able to buy the land. When young Abraham was 9 years old, his mother died of a disease. She died at age 34, which was very devastating to him. Young Lincoln presented having to work hand at an early age, and the fact that his brother was lazy and anti-intellect. This, along with his father's new wife, Sarah Johnston, who encouraged him to head it to manhood, that he received his formal education. In 1834, Abraham Lincoln began his political career and was elected to the Illinois State Legislature as a member of the Whig Party. He supported the Whig politics government sponsored and fractured and protective tariffs. This political understanding led him to formative his early views of slavery, not so much as a moral wrong, but as an implement to economic development. It was around this time that he decided to become a lawyer, teaching himself the law after being admitted to the bar in 1837. He moved to Springfield, Illinois, and began to practice in the John T. Stewart law firm. Political operatives in Illinois organized a campaign to support Lincoln for the presidency on May 18th as a Republican nation. Convention in Chicago, Abraham Lincoln surfaced better-known candidates such as William Stewart of New York and Salem P. Chase of Ohio. Lincoln's nomination was due in part to his moderate views of slavery. His support for improving the nation's infrastructure and protective tariffs. Abraham Lincoln became the 16th President of the United States. In 1861, during his presidency, Lincoln guided his country through the most devastating experiences in the U.S. National history: the Civil War, the Constitution protected slavery and the peace, but in war, Lincoln came to the belief that the commander-in-chief could abolish slavery as a military necessary. On January 1st, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. The proclamation declared that all persons held as slaves with rebellious states are and henceforth shall be free. On April 14th, 1865, Lincoln was assassinated by a well-known actor and Confederate sympathizer, John Wilkes Booth, at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. Lincoln was taken from the theater to a Peterson house across the street and laid in a coma for 9 hours before dying the next morning. I just told you aspects of Abraham Lincoln's life. I started by giving you information about his background. Then I informed you about his role as a lawyer. Lastly, I gave you information about him being a president. Abraham Lincoln is regarded as one of the most Americans' greatest heroes, due to both of his incredible impact on the nation and his unique appeal. His is a remarkable story of the rise of the humble beginning to achieve the highest office in the land. Lincoln's personality and hysterical role as a savior of the Union and emancipator of the slaves create a legacy that endures.